All right, so yesterday we spent our time learning. I guess I need to be in the video somewhere. I'll be down here in the corner. All right, so yesterday we spent our time going over the different equations: perimeter, area, surface area, and volume of squares and cubes. Today we're going to apply them in several different problems. So let's look at the first problem. These notes are going up on my website. So you'll have access to this particular page of notes. It says, if you know the perimeter of a square, do what to find the length of a side? So let's actually understand what the perimeter of a square is. And to the people that showed up to class today, you get all the answers. And you don't have to do anything but submit your answers into Flute because we did it together. That's what you get for not coming to class. All right. So perimeter is equal to 4 times the size. That's what we learned yesterday. So if I want to find the side, if I want to get S alone, if this is 4 times S, how would I get S alone? I would simply divide. Come on, man, don't play games with me. These kids are dependent on this education, son. I would gotta put it on touch. All right, I would divide by 4. That's how I would get S alone. Just divide that by 4. So if I know the perimeter of a square, divide by 4 to find the side. So in this problem right here with me, you are going to do 20 is equal to 4 times S, right? Because the perimeter, that's how we're going to do these problems. Perimeter is equal to 20. So 20 is equal to 4 times S. To find the S, you just divide by 4. So S is equal to 5. All right. So over here, it says find the side of each perimeter, each given the perimeter. And I want you to do them the way that I just done this problem. The perimeter is equal to 20. So what is the perimeter? 20. So we put the 20 there. Okay. That's why the 20 went there. And then I'm looking to find the side because we need to know how to substitute. Okay. So the side is equal to 5. So you're going to do these right here. But if you were in class, we already done them. All you got to do is upload them to Flute because you came to class. See, we should come to class more. All right, the next one says, if you know the area of the square, do what to find the length of the side? Well, let's talk about area. So in this problem right here, I know that a side times a side gave me the area of 36. And I know some of y'all can figure out what that number is just by what I just said. But area is equal to side squared. So if I know the area is 36, then this is what I know. With me, I know that the area is 36. I want to find the side. How do I find the side? You take the square root. I thought it might do something like that. Take the square root to find the length of the side. So we've seen the square root equations before. We take the square root of this, take the square root of this, and we get S is equal to, now this is what, let me come in for you. Let me come before you. All right, so we are used to saying that when we take the square root of a variable, we get a positive and a negative number because technically 6 times 6 is 36 and negative 6 times negative 6 is 36. This is where you have to understand. There is no such thing as a negative side. So though theoretically your answer is negative 6 and 6, realistically, real world, you can't have a negative side. So you only use the positive root. Okay? That's why I had to come before you. Let me come before you. All right. So we end up with 6 as our answer, and it's 6 inches. I forgot my units on the last problem. 5 inches. All right. Okay. So you do These problems right here. Separate sheet of paper, you'll number them, separate sheet of paper, number them, you're going to do 3 and 4. The way I did it and then upload it to Fluke. If I don't see the work that I have, the way that I did it, then yeah, you're not going to get credit for it. You get a nice little note. And I know some of y'all will be like, well, I just can't take the square root, because I want y'all to understand the importance of substitution. Okay? All right, let's look at the next one. So it says, if you know the surface area of a cube, do something, then take the something to find the length of a side. Well, let's talk about the surface area formula. The surface area formula is 6 times s squared. So if I know that the surface area of this cube is 50 centimeters squared, that means that I've found the area of one side, and then I've multiplied it by 6 because there are 6 faces. Side. I shouldn't say side when I'm talking about 3D, because that's side. So I found the area of one face, and then I've gone around and multiplied it by 6 because there are 6 faces. So if I know that the surface area formula is 6s squared, and they tell me that the surface area is 150, I have to solve for s. And we've done this before, so I know that you have to divide by 6. So I'm going to write this from left to right, because that's the way I like to see stuff. So I get s squared is equal to 25. So what's the first thing I need to do? You divide by 6, then take the square root to find the side. Oh, dang. I'm going to do it before I said to do it. Okay, take the square root. S is equal to 5. And it's 5 what? 5 centimeters. And we only use the positive number because the negative number is not, there's no negative side lengths. All right, so, oh yeah, because y'all not in class. I was like, I didn't do these problems because they're not in class. So you have to do this problem here and this problem here. And the people that show up for class, you already got them done. You already got it submitted. You gave the class. You did what other people didn't do. And if you couldn't come to class, I'm sorry. We missed you. All right, it says if you know the volume of a cube, do something to find the length of the side. So the volume of a cube says that this side times this side times this side gives us the volume of the cube. So the volume of a cube is s cubed. So to find the side of the cube, we need to do something. So if I know that the volume of a cube is s cubed, and I know that the volume, they tell me the volume is 343. How can I find the side? I know y'all know this because we went over it. I know you know it. I know you know it. You take the cube root. Take the cube root. So you take the cube root and you say, hey, cube root u. Hey, cube root u. And then s is going to be equal to 7 centimeters. So you have to do this, and you have to do this. And then you have to turn it into Fluke to get your grade. All right, y'all. Like, this is an easy day. It's just, it is what it is. It's not, don't need to take that long on it. Got to change my colors and sign off. You know how I do, you know. You know how I do. All right. Okay. This has been another Beast Mode production. This is Mr. O'Neal. We signing out.